Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna take some time and review some of the most exotic food coming from India. Now it's a frozen wraps. I know when I see the word frozen, it always sounds bad, at least for me as an American. We have a lot of frozen food. Literally, it comes with a nationality. Once you become an American, they just give you a frozen wrap. Mostly because people don't have time here and everybody is just too busy. So I'm gonna take some time here and check what India have made for us. Now India haven't been always about frozen food, so this is a lot of this caught up just in the last 10 years. But I love Indian foods and I love the Indian wraps. I usually go buy them from an actual store, so I'm looking forward to try, see what we got here. Is it something worth buying? Should I continue buying the wraps from just the Indian store and be fortunate, or should I just buy a bunch of these, put them in my freezer and eat them? Because honestly, I hate buying a lot of some like of the American type of stuff. I have very limited options since I'm vegetarian, and most of the food we have looks like a hot pocket. It's a frozen in the middle when you finish in the microwave and bun on both sides. So I'm really looking forward to see if the Indian have anything more exotic. I mean, I've seen over 100 type in the grocery. Some of these gotta be at least good. So let's go ahead and deep dig in. You can see also I bought my chef hat on, mostly because technically this is for me cooking. I mean, in America, if you know how to turn on the microwave, you are a chef. Okay, now let's get started. Now we got some stuff here. The most interesting thing I found is something called the Naanwich Pizza. This is a brand new product. I don't believe I ever seen anything called Naanwich or a pizza. So I'm looking forward to see what this looks like. It looks like a pizza. Now, because there's a pizza, I figured I may as well bring the Pizza Kathi roll. I don't know what this exactly is. I am familiar with what it looked like. I think I have eaten something like this before in an Indian store, but I'm not 100% sure. Then we got here what we call the cheese Aloe Wrap. I love Aloe. Aloe is very delicious, so I'm looking forward to see if this is as good as the original stuff or just another thing that we hear about. Last but not least, we have the Paneera Tikka Wrap. Now I love my tikka. Again, the Indians love to use paneera in it and tofu, and this is just like grows on me. So I'm a big fan of this. Anything with a paneera, I will eat it. Now we're gonna go ahead and dig deep into these if they are really worth it. Now, of course, I had to bring some Coke. I brought few with me. Just we don't know how bad this boss is gonna take. So let's get started. And I think it's a good place for us to get started. With the tikka, I mean, I love tikka. It cannot go wrong. Okay, I'm gonna open it first. Now I went ahead and heated these. Every one of these had like a very different heating process, very specific instruction, and I wanted to follow them just to make sure they are exactly what they claim to be. Okay, this actually asked me to cook it with the bag itself, or internal bag, whatever they call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finally unwrap it. All right. Okie dokie. I can smell the spices. So this is right now is what we're gonna be trying, the Paneera Tikka Wrap. It looks too small for the packages. I was hoping for something bigger, but hey, I'm gonna finish this right before everything else. So let's get started. Okay, the smell test, it tastes good. Not great, but it's really good. Spices are perfect. It's a little bit spicy. Let me see if there's any flag regarding the spices here. Nothing. Oh, it have a cottage cheese. See, I mean, cheese and paneera, they gotta be a winner. I love it. The company made this called Mopeli, or at least the brand name. So far, I'm loving this wrap. It's very delicious. It's 420 calories. Not much, I guess. The wrap is just too little, so it's like a snack. I love the spices and the paneera. Tastes really good. It's not too hot from the oven, from the microwave, just because I left it here for a while until I finish cooking all of them. But there's nothing frozen in it, and I love that. So the instruction is almost perfect. Absolutely. I'm done tasting. Now, it is not as good as what I'm gonna buy from at least my favorite Indian restaurant. But to be fair, it's really, really good. I mean, compared to frozen food, this is probably the best thing I have tasted so far. It's a little bit around the same range of prices of American wraps here, but it's much smaller, so this is the only downside. Okay, so the Paneera Tikka Wrap gets an 8 out of 10. I'm generous, it's my birthday, you get a 9. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, now we got here the cheese Aloe Wrap. Let's open this one. They have less calorie, so they're only 400, which works great because I'm on a diet, clearly. Now again, it's been a bit, hopefully it did not break down. Come out, come out, come out. Here we go. It looks very much close to the other one. The holder, the holder, very hot, very hot. Okay, I think I made this the last, so it's a little bit hot. It smells much better than the previous one. Yeah, it smells, oh my, I can fall in love with this one. Okay, hopefully it tastes as good. Again, I have tried cheese Aloe before, so I'm looking forward to see what this looks like. They claim there's some potato, cheese, that's it. I don't believe them. There's some green stuff in. Okay, let's go ahead and try it. Tastes really good. It's a 9. It's a 9, definitely. Again, nothing frozen. It's not too spicy, unlike the first one. It's just right. Again, I complain about the size. I mean, as an American, these are like mini edition for us. But to be fair to this wrap, despite of it being small, because they are using Indian bread, it feels very heavy, so you will probably feel full just after eating one of these. So it's not, you know, bad or huge or anything. I would recommend it still. The potato tastes very good. I love it. Again, I feel the potato taking its position taste-wise. I don't see a lot of the stuff like green onion much. I don't see the real onion in the, at least in the picture here. If you guys see this, it looks much better definitely in the picture. The tikka sounded about right, like it literally reflected on its own image. I can do dinner for two with these ones. Definitely, I'll invite my friends. Okay, so I can absolutely cook this and they claim I'm a chef. It tastes really good. I love it. I'm more of a Paneera Tikka guy, so probably even though I give the other one a little bit lower rating, I would still say I love the first one more. Now we got two left. The pizza naan wrap or Naanwich Pizza. I'm really looking forward to know what the heck this is. I mean, which doesn't sound good, but there's a naan in it. Pizza Kathi Wrap. Let's find out what we're looking in. I'm gonna go ahead and dig into this one. Now this doesn't have a holder. Again, different companies. This is from Ashoka. Each company has their very own, I guess, wrapping and the stuff. Okay, the smell of this one outside doesn't look good. I mean, it smells just like the bread, literally. I cannot smell the content of it, unlike the previous two. So let's find out what we're looking for. I'm really not sure what I'm looking at. Oops. It hid itself inside. Okay, so this is what we are looking at as a sandwich. It's kind of weird. It's huge, much bigger than the other two. I mean, I'm gonna show you the other two in a second again, but is this how it looks from inside? It's just not so promising taste-wise. I'm probably giving it a 5. I mean, I tasted like eggs when you mix it with tomato. This is literally what this tastes like. It doesn't taste what they're claiming as a pizza. It's a little bit disappointing, really. Just to show you guys the other two, or at least what left of them, the cheese aloe, because I think I forgot to show you how it last look. But this is the type of bread you can see around it. This is how it looks from inside. Me. Very yellowish. I forgot, since I take it out, I should finish it as well. Definitely. This is how the tikka will look like. They are using the same bread for both tikka and aloe. Despite of them being two different companies, it's not the case with Kathi. Kathi was just disappointing. Yeah, the Paneera is a winner, definitely. The Paneera and Aloe both are a winner. The Kathi thing is just a disaster. Now we need to go to the main event and see if it's good. I can smell it. Go ahead and open the Naanwich Pizza. Okay. Sounded like a lot of action. Please for a second. Ooh, spicy, hot. Still very hot. What we're looking at. Again, the cover looks much nicer than the actual one. I can see the cheese is melting out of this. It doesn't look perfect. There's definitely some vegetable inside. Let's take it again. Okay, it smells definitely like a pizza. Veggie pizza. So let's find out. Actually, before we do, yeah, it's completely vegetable. Yeah, cabicchiano, selected pieces, sandwich. But I can feel that the bread here is much more fatty. Wow, this is so good. I was very worried about this one from the name. Just didn't sound so good, even though the picture looked good. I tried naan pizza before. It's not a naan pizza because it's much heavier, but it's definitely very tasty. It tastes like pizza. I mean, usually the naan pizza, because it's flat, it doesn't feel this heavy. This is the only difference, but this is definitely very close to a naan pizza. It's smallish, like a baby, but it's very filling. Like, yeah, I don't know how I finished all of this. Literally, I can finish each one of these as a meal. Much more vegetable the more you bite. They got olives, they got green pepper. It's very tasty. Much more tasty than the others. This is a 10. I love cheese, so this is growing on me really hard. Like a winner. It has some spices. I taste pepper now. It's like full of surprises. It's very weird sandwich. Out of all of these wrap, definitely going forward, this is gonna be in my fridge always. Actually, it's also cheaper than the wrap. I think most of them are like $4. This is like 2.5 or something. It's weird. I would expect this would be more pricey. And calorie wise is not different. This is a 410. These are 400. Highly recommend it. Okay, definitely I'm finishing this right after the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed these. Unfortunately, we do not have links for these in the description as we usually do with other videos, mainly because they are frozen and they are not gonna make it to your fridge. But you can absolutely find most of these in any Indian grocer nearby. So my recommendation, check your Indian grocers, the local one, and find one and check some of them for yourself if you liked any of the above. Thank you guys, and stay tuned with us with another video with Yum Yum Panda.